Grand Slam channel. Today is Wednesday, November 15. Hope you're all having a great day. Quick recap of Taco Tuesday yesterday. Both tacos did cash. My first pair did cash, my second one did not. So unfortunately, I broke even yesterday, even with the third taco being botched as well. Since it's Thursday Night Football, the one I paired it with did not hit as well. So unfortunately, I have to stare at that third taco with the botch slip. But I broke even, so today we're starting the Latter Day Challenge. And my first pick will be DeJounte Murray over points at 19.5. I think he's going to go well over 20 points. My second one, I am taking the moneymaker, Jalen Suggs. I'll be taking his first half fantasy at 12. This is definitely going to be bumped, so hopefully you guys get this in before any bumps prior. But as you can see, his past 5, he's been going well over 16, 17. So let's get started with the 5-man. And we're going to go straight to rebounds and assists. And I have one with an inflated line with Luka Doncic at 18.5. Obviously, he does have a ceiling of 18.5 or more. But his past couple of games, he has not gone not even close to 19. He needs 19 to beat this. So I'm going to take the less on this. Kyrie Irving is back. He's at 100%. So he's taking some of the rebounds and assists from Luka, but of course it's Luka Doncic. He can go off anytime. But for this one, I'm gonna have his less rebounds and assists. Next up, we're gonna go with the one on my Latter Day Challenge, DeJounte Murray. I like him a lot. I like multiple props. His points, his assists, points and rebounds, points and assists, and his rebounds and assists. For this one, we'll be taking his points and assists. We'll be taking the more. Obviously, we took his points for his Latter Day Challenge. But for this one, we'll be taking his points and assists. He can get up to 10 assists on a good day. Next up, we're going to go with is Max Strus. And for him, I'll be taking his fantasy score. His rebounds is good as well at 4. I like the push equity, but I'll be taking his fantasy score here. He can get up to 30. He usually averages around 30 on fantasy score. Next up, we're going to go with is another fantasy score. And we're going to go with Clint Capella. And his fantasy score is at 25. I see this getting bumped to 26 closer to game time. So I'll be taking the more on that. He has a ceiling up to 30, 35. Usually average between 26 to 28. He is going against the Knicks, so I think he's going to get a lot of rebounds, which should help his fantasy score. So those are 4 right there. My next one will be Jalen Suggs. Obviously, as you can see, I'm adding the Latter Day Challenge picks on that, but on different props. I just like those 2. I think they're going to go going off today. His fantasy score, full game, 23.5 has been cashing for us. He did have a stinker at 21.4, but he regressed, so I think he's gonna bounce back from that and go over 25 for fantasy. I'll be taking his full game fantasy. There's nothing wrong to take his first half fantasy. I like it even more than his full game fantasy, just for the fact it's at 12. Usually that line should be at 14, 15. I think Prize Picks is gonna move it, so hopefully you guys do get that before the bump happens. And those are the 5 I'll be going with. Luka Doncic, less rebounds and assists. DeJounte Murray over points and assists. Max Strus over fantasy. Clint Capella over fantasy. Jalen Suggs over fantasy. I prefer his first half fantasy at 12 if he can get it. And then if you need a 6-man, I do like this one as well. I'm taking Booker on a separate slip. For him, I'll be taking his rebounds and assists at 11. If you want to make it a 6-man, I like him to go over rebounds and assists. I think he hit this. He had 22 in his last game for rebounds and assists. The only thing you have to worry about is Bradley Beal is back in the lineup, so his rebounds and assists might go down a little bit. But I still think he's going to go well over 11. I mean, he had 22 against the Spurs. He had 14 against Golden State. And then he had a couple off games against Portland. That's because he was coming back from injury. But I think he's gonna go back. He's gonna go off along with Bradley Beal in the lineup. So basically, you have the Phoenix Suns back at full strength, and I think Devin Booker will have a great game. So good luck, mix and match. You don't have to take all 6 or all 5. I mean, you can pick your favorites. Obviously, my 2 favorites of the day will be DeJounte Murray and Jalen Suggs. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Hopefully we hit today. Hopefully we bounce back from yesterday's second taco pairing. And I'll see you guys in the next one.